الحمد لله وكفاه والصلاة والسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى. الحمد لله حمدا كثيرا طيبا مباركا فيه. الحمد لله الذي خلق فسوى والذي قدر فهدى والذي أخرج المرعى. الحمد لله الذي أستعينه وأستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن سيدنا ومولانا محمدا عبده ورسوله. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد في أول كلامنا، اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد في أوسط كلامنا، اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد في آخر كلامنا. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تلهكم أموالكم ولا أولادكم عن ذكر الله ومن يفعل ذلك فأولئك هم الخاسرون. وأنفقوا مما رزقناكم من قبل أن يأتي أحدكم الموت فيقول رب لولا أخرتني إلى أجل قريب فأصدق وأكن من الصالحين ولن يؤخر الله نفسا إذا جاء أجلها والله خبير بما تعملون. صدق الله العظيم. وقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم خيركم من تعلم القرآن وعلمه أو كما قال عليه الصلاة والسلام. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. My respected brothers and elders, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us this life only one time. This chance is not coming back. We don't have another life and another chance. Once we are driving on the freeway and we miss the exit, what happens? Our ETA, our estimated time of arrival increases to our destination. So my brothers and elders, we are not the inhabitants of this life, this world, or the planet of earth. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He brought our father Adam alayhi salam from Jannah. And we are all heading towards Jannah. We are transiting here. We are transiting here for a few hours. One day, Allah will ask us, how much did you live in Florida? We'll say, Yawman aw ba'da yawm. Allah, maybe I was there for a day, or probably some part of the day. Some part of the day in Surah Al-Nazi'at, the person will say, لَمْ يَلْبَثُوا إِلَّا عَشِيَّةً أَوْ ضُحَاهَا. Allah, maybe I was there for one morning, or maybe one evening. My brothers and elders, this life is very temporary. The life hereafter is forever. This is why whenever you recite the Quran, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about Jannah, Allah is stating, خَالِدِينَ فِيهَا أَبَدًا. You will live there forever. Abadan, abada, forever, forever. An infinite life is coming up, my brothers and elders. An infinite life. This life is a test. This life is an exam. This life is a trial. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to test us. الَّذِي خَلَقَ الْمَوْتَ وَالْحَيَاةِ. Allah is saying, I have created death and life. Why? لِيَبْلُوَكُمْ أَيُّكُمْ أَحْسَنُ عَمَلًا. I want to test you. Which one of you will please Allah and which one of you will please their own desire. My brothers and elders, Allah is saying in the Quran, وَهَدَيْنَاهُ النَّجْدَيْنِ. O human being, I give you two paths. فَمَنْ شَاءَ فَلْيُؤْمِنْ وَمَنْ شَاءَ فَلْيَكْفُرْ. This is the right path towards Rahman, and this is the left path towards Shaitan, towards Jahannam. Now it's on me. How am I operating? What are my priorities? A lot of people I met here in America, I asked them, brother, why don't you go for Jummah? I said, brother, I work at Jummah time. I said, why? First of all, when you got employed, you should have told your employer that I am a Muslim. I have to attend Jummah in the masjid. I need a break for an hour and a half, 40 minutes, 45 minutes, 2 hours. Tell them in advance, why did you get that job? That you cannot pray Jummah in the masjid. He said, brother, don't worry. I don't pray 2 Jummahs, but the 3rd Jummah I go for that. I'm like, how? He said, I've heard a hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Anyone who deliberately leaves 3 Jummahs consecutively, he becomes a kafir. So brother, alhamdulillah, I'm still a Muslim. I pray the 3rd Jummah. I leave the 2 Jummahs, but alhamdulillah, the 3rd Jummah I always try to make it. But my brothers and elders, Allah is saying in Surah Al-Jumu'ah, إِذَا نُودِيَ لِلصَّلَاةِ. And this brother called Adhan. And he called every creation, all the Muslims of the city. What did he say? Hayya ala salah. Come towards the prayer. Hayya ala al-falah. Come towards success. So Quran is saying, when you hear the munadi, the caller on the day of Jumu'ah, calling towards Allah, you know what Allah is saying? Allah is saying, إِذَا نُودِيَ لِلصَّلَاةِ إِلَى يَوْمِ الْجُمُعَةِ فَاسْعَوْا إِلَى ذِكْرِ اللَّهِ. Run towards the remembrance of Allah. وَذَرُوا الْبَيْعِ. Leave your transaction, leave your trade, leave your business, leave your shop, leave your family. What to do on the day of Friday? Allah is saying, وَذُكُرُوا اللَّهَ كَثِيرًا. Remember Allah. Remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Frequently, more and more. The more you remember Allah, Allah is saying, لَعَلَّكُمْ تُفْلِحُونَ. The more success you will get. My brothers and elders, the purpose of our life is not to waste. Today, unfortunately, this social media, this YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Meta, whatever it is, we are wasting hours and hours and hours in watching the screen time. And we don't have tawfiq to recite the Quran, to open the Quran. Now everyone is saying, brother, you know what? I have the Quran in my phone. Why do I need the Mus'haf? Why do I need the book itself? In my, mashallah, I have so many apps. Right? I can do everything on the iPad. My brothers and elders, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is testing us in this time, that who are the individuals who remember Allah and who are the individuals who are remembering shaitan. You are listening to a lecture on YouTube and suddenly an advertisement comes in and a girl is dancing and you hear music. Brother, what kind of dhikr of Allah are you doing here? He said, brother, you know what? I got YouTube Premium. There's no ad free. My brothers and elders, this technology is taking us. There are very few individuals. It is hard to save ourselves from sins by committing sins when you use this technology. Anywhere, any click you do, anything you serve on the web, you can go anywhere. But my brothers and elders, when you are in the masjid, when you are sitting in the masjid, unfortunately, people, I was in New York, and I was trying to recite the Quran. I was reading from the Mus'haf, and one brother came in the masjid, and he lied down. He laid down in the masjid, and he started YouTube. And he was listening to something, and in the middle an advertisement came, and music is playing in the masjid. Music is playing loudly in the masjid. Can you imagine? These are the signs of Qiyamah. These are the signs of Qiyamah, that music will be played in the masjid. This is the signs of Qiyamah, that a dancing woman will be in homes. There are no dancing women, but when we turn on our television, our screens, we see women dancing, men dancing. My brothers and elders, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent us in this world so we can please Allah. We try to find the pleasure of Allah. Unfortunately, I'm trying to please my wife, my children, my son, my daughter, my mother, my father, my sibling, my son, my brother, my sister, my cousin, my uncle, my aunt, and I'm displeasing Allah. I'm displeasing Allah. This is what the ayat I have recited in Surah Al-Munafiqun. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. O believers, la tulhikum amwalukum wala awladukum. Do not get destroyed. Do not get halak. Do not get into destruction. From what, Ya Allah? From your wealth and from your amwalukum wala awladukum, and your families. From what, Ya Allah? That you leave Allah, you leave the remembrance of Allah. You don't have time for Allah. I said to an individual, brother, can you make out like 5 minutes, 10 minutes for Allah? Pray 2 rakah salat tawbah every day. Say, bro, you know what? I don't have time. I'm too busy. I don't have time. I have time for everyone except Allah. This is what Allah is saying. Do not get destroyed. Do not get destructed. Do not get into illusion. Do not get into deception by this life, this worldly life, and you are unaware from Allah. You are unaware from your Creator. You are unaware from the one who gave you life, who's giving you oxygen to breathe, who's giving you food to eat, who's giving you water to drink, who's giving you this wonderful life. All blessings. وَإِن تَعُدُّوا نِعْمَةَ اللَّهِ لَا تُحْصُوهَا. If you want to count the blessings of Allah, how many blessings I have given, Allah has given to us. Allah is saying, لَا تُحْصُوهَا. You cannot count them. They're infinite. They're unlimited. Blessings Allah is bestowing upon us every single minute and second. My brothers and elders, this is why Allah repeats an ayah in Surah Al-Rahman. You know how many times? 31 times. فَبِأَيِّ آلَا فَبِأَيِّ آلَا فَبِأَيِّ آلَا يَرَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ. Which of the favors? Which of the favors? Which of the favors, O group of human beings and jinnat, will you deny of your Lord? What Allah has not given you. أَلَمْ نَجْعَلْ لَهُ عَيْنَيْنِ. O human being, did not I give you 2 eyes to see? وَلِسَانًا وَشَفَتَيْنِ. Did not I give you 2 lips and a tongue? Did not I give you ears? وَجَعَلَ لَكُمُ السَّمْعَ وَالْأَبْصَارَ وَالْأَفْئِدَةَ. Did not I give you a pumping heart that is pumping blood every minute, every second? Your arteries, your veins, the immune system, the metabolism, all these chemical reactions taking in your body. Who is doing this? Who is giving you life? قُلْ إِنَّ صَلَاتِي. O my beloved sallallahu alayhi wasallam, say to them, Inna salati, indeed my salah, my prayer, wa nusuki, my sacrifice, wa mahyaya, my life, wa mamati, my death, lillahi rabbil alameen. It is only for Allah, who is the Rabb, the sustainer of the whole universe. My brothers and elders, there is a hadith Qudsi that, O Bani Adam, O son of Adam, I did not get tired by creating the heavens and the earth. Will I get tired to give you 1 piece of bread? Today every single person is running for what? For money. وَتُحِبُّونَ الْمَالَ حُبًّا جَمًّا. I have embedded the love of this money into your heart. وَإِنَّهُ لِحُبِّ الْخَيْرِ لَشَدِيدٌ. A person loves money. A person, he is accumulating wealth. Allah is saying, الَّذِي جَمَعَ مَالًا وَعَدَّدَ. He, first of all, counts the money, he accumulates it, and then he counts. وَعَدَّدَ. He counts how much in my bank balance. 1 million, alhamdulillah. 2 million, alhamdulillah. Brother, this money will go with you. This money will go with you. Quran is saying, يَوْمَ لَا يَنْفَعُ مَالٌ وَلَا بَنُونَ. On the day of judgment, your son, your family members, and your wealth will not benefit you. Allah, then what will benefit me? إِلَّا مَنْ أَتَى اللَّهَ بِقَلْبٍ سَلِيمٍ. A person who has a heart that is purified. That is purified. A purified heart, a good heart. That is a good heart that beats in the love of Allah, that cries in the love of Allah. That is all the time in the remembrance of Allah. This heart will save you on the day of judgment. But my brothers and elders, unfortunately, we live in an environment, we live in a society where everyone is asking, brother, how much are you getting paid? $30 an hour. That's it? I get $50 an hour. Bro, if you get that degree, you know what? You can get $100,000 a year. What? What is that, bro? Tell me right now. What's going on here? We are in the masajid and talking about what? Money, sustenance. We are worried. You know, my brothers and sisters, Allah is revealing ayah in the Quran. وَفِي السَّمَاءِ رِزْقُكُمْ وَمَا تُوعَدُونَ. From the heavens, your risk, your sustenance is being revealed by your Lord. No one gives you sustenance except Allah. وَمَا مِن دَابَّةٍ فِي الْأَرْضِ إِلَّا عَلَى اللَّهِ رِزْقُهَا وَيَعْلَمُ مُسْتَقَرَّهَا وَمُسْتَوْدَعَهَا كُلٌّ فِي كِتَابٍ مُبِينٍ. Every single individual who is sitting here, their risk has been destined 50,000 years before this earth was created. Can you imagine this? I'm not saying this. This is in the hadith. Every single person is destined to leave, is destined to die. Allah knows. A person is born in India, a person is born in Palestine, a person is born in Pakistan, and he dies here in Texas. He dies in Florida. He dies in New York. He dies in the US, and his grave is here. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying the last ayah which I recited of Surah Al-Munafiqun, وَلَن يُؤَخِّرَ اللَّهُ نَفْسًا إِذَا جَاءَ أَجَلُهَا. When the appointed time comes, my brothers and sisters, whether you ask Allah, Ya Allah, please delay. Can you please delay? I travel a lot. Alhamdulillah, for Jummah Khutbah, I've been to 48 states in the US. And wherever, it doesn't matter if it's a small masjid or a big masjid, Alhamdulillah, I go to remind myself that what I'm saying. Many a times when I'm at the airport, they say, what? Your flight is delayed. Your flight is delayed. But Quran is saying, لِكُلِّ أُمَّةٍ أَجَلٍ. For every individual, there is an appointed time. لَا يَسْتَأْخِرُونَ سَاعَةً وَلَا يَسْتَقْدِمُونَ. When that time approaches, not a single second will go behind, not a single second will go above, will go forward. But you have to leave at your appointed time. A person will say on the day of judgment, Rabbana, O my Lord, Absarna, I have seen now. وَسَمِعْنَا, I have listened to the angels now. I saw Qabr. Ya Allah, I saw Jahannam. Ya Allah, I saw Pul Sirat, the bridge of Sirat. Ya Allah, I saw everything from my eyes, the angels. You know what he will say? Rabbana, O my Lord, Absarna, I have seen now. وَسَمِعْنَا, I have listened now. So let's say, okay, you have seen, you have listened. What do you want to do now? You know what he will say? He will say, فَرَجِعْنَا. Allah, please send me back to Florida again. Please send me back to Florida. Say, Allah, why? Allah will say, why? What will you do if you go back? If you get another chance? He will say, نَعْمَلْ صَالِحًا. Allah will try to please you now. I will stop the life of sins. I will stop the life of your disobedience. I will stop the life of my own pleasure, of my own desire, my nafs. Whatever my nafs wants me to do, I'm doing today. أَفَرَأَيْتَ مَنِ اتَّخَذَ إِلَهَهُ هَوَىٰ. Oh my beloved sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, have you seen that individual who has made his nafs his ilah? His nafs, his desire is his Lord. Whatever I want to see, I will see. Brother, it's haram, it's fine, bro. We'll make tawbah afterwards. Brother, you know what you're listening is not right. I don't care. Bro, I'm not too religious, okay? I'm not that hardcore. I'm just a normal Muslim. Don't tell me this. Brothers and sisters, any single time, any moment, Israel, Malakul Maut can come and take my soul. Any moment, whatever I'm doing, and a person will die what he was doing. In my country back home, I'm from Pakistan, from Karachi, people sell vegetables. And they are calling names of vegetables, tomatoes, onions, potatoes, right? And at the same time when they're calling out vegetables, Israel comes and takes their soul away. And one master, one person who owns a factory, before he was dying, he was saying, my factory, my business, my shop, my vegetable, my onions, my this, my that. Why? Because the love of creation was embedded in their heart. They were living for people. They were living to show off. They were living for their own pleasure. They were living this luxurious life. and they were leaving a day. إِنَّ هَؤُلَاءِ يُحِبُّونَ الْعَاجِلَةِ 2 days ago, I was listening to my daughter's Quran. My daughter, she's 8 years old. I was listening to her Quran. She was reciting Surah Dahr, Suratul Insan. In this Surah Insan, there is an ayah of the Quran. إِنَّ هَؤُلَاءِ يُحِبُّونَ الْعَاجِلَةِ. Indeed, you love the life of this world. You want to get money, you want to get a good house, a good living, a good car. And you know what Allah is saying? وَيَذَرُونَ وَرَاءَهُمْ يَوْمًا ثَقِيلًا. But you are forgetting about a day which is much higher in weight than what you are running towards. My brothers and elders, today a person is running towards what? Towards dollars, dunya. Say, brother, I only have one job. Can you help me find another job? I have 2 jobs. Can you help me find a 3rd job? Brother, I'm getting paid only this much an hour. Can you help me find? Accumulating. His goal is not akhirah. It's dunya. It's money. And my brothers and elders, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, La tulhikum. Do not get destroyed in involving yourself, in your family, and in your wealth, in your degree, in your business, in your studies. So much so, that you forget Allah. You forget Allah. You don't have time for Allah. وَمَنْ يَفْعَلْ ذَلِكَ. Whoever will forget Allah. You know what Allah is saying? فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْخَاسِرُونَ. And these are the individuals who are in great loss. They're in great loss. He's saying, brother, what are you doing? Sitting in the masjid? Oh man, you're a free guy, right? You don't have nothing to do. You're sitting in the masjid and reading the Quran. I think you are jobless, right? You have nothing to do in life. That's why you sit in the masjid and make zikr. Do zikr of Allah, remember Allah. My brothers and elders, Allah is saying, وَأَنْفِقُوا. Spend mimma razaqnakum. What Allah has given you. It's not my wealth. If I have money in my pocket, it's not my wealth. Allah is saying, I have given you this money. I have given you health and wealth. I have given you this health right now. وَأَنْفِقُوا مِمَّا رَزَقْنَاكُمْ. And spend what Allah has given you. مِنْ قَبْلِ أَنْ يَأْتِيَ أَحَدَكُمُ الْمَوْتِ. You spend, or else what will happen? That death will come and approach you. And each one of you, it will come and catch you. And when you will say to Allah, لَوْلَا أَخَّرْتَنِي إِلَىٰ أَجَلٍ قَرِيبٍ. Ya Allah, please delay my death. Delay, give me one more day. Give me another week, another month, another year. Allah is saying, لَوْلَا أَخَّرْتَنِي إِلَىٰ أَجَلٍ قَرِيبٍ. So Allah will say, okay, I will delay. What will you do? Saying, فَأَصَّدَّقْ. Ya Allah, I will spend in your path. وَأَكُمْ مِنَ الصَّالِحِينَ. And I will become from the pious people. And then Allah is saying, وَلَنْ يُؤَخِّرَ اللَّهُ نَفْسًا إِذَا جَاءَ أَجَلُهَا. When the appointed time comes for each individual to leave, and Allah is saying, وَلَنْ يُؤَخِّرَ اللَّهُ نَفْسًا إِذَا جَاءَ أَجَلُهَا. وَلَنْ يُؤَخِّرَ اللَّهُ. Allah does not does not delay anyone's death. إِذَا جَاءَ أَجَلُهَا. It will come at its appointed time. And Allah is saying, وَاللَّهُ خَبِيرٌ بِمَا تَعْمَلُونَ. Allah knows better what your actions are. What are you doing in morning and evening? Maybe no one is there in the house. Your wife is gone, your family is gone, and you are alone. Whatever you are doing alone, remember this ayah of the Quran in Surah Al-Alaq. أَلَمْ يَعْلَمْ بِأَنَّ اللَّهَ يَرَى. Oh human being, did you forget? Your Allah is watching you 24/7. وَنَحْنُ أَقْرَبُ إِلَيْهِ مِنْ حَبْلِ الْوَرِيدِ. Allah is closer than your jugular vein. So my brothers and elders, I came from very far, just to remind myself and all of us that how we can make friendship with Allah, how we can become friends with Allah. Today I am friends with everyone except Allah. I have no connection with Allah. Today wherever I go, they ask, brother, you have the Wi-Fi password? Why do you need the Wi-Fi? So I can connect my device to the network. How about connecting my body to the Creator? How about connecting my life with my Master, with my Sustainer? So my brothers and elders, I have a request to each one of you who's listening, that we make tawbah and ask forgiveness from Allah. And from today onwards, we live a life of obedience. leave the life of sins and disobedience and copy the lifestyle of the beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. May Allah give me and all of us tawfiq to implement this in our life, to convey to the whole of humanity. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun, wa salamun ala al-mursaleen, walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. الحمد لله الذي نستعينه واستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا